You're watching WCTV, Wilmington Community Television.
Welcome to the 2009 annual meeting, WCTV meeting. It's now in session at about 7 o'clock or so. Okay, so how great is this? I just want to start by saying how great is this studio. All right. Coming in here the other night, as I walked through the front doors, I see the flat panel displays on the wall, and I see the control room as I come through that, and it's just tremendous that we're able to do what we've done in the past 12 months time that WCTV has been working on actively this building, this site, after identifying the site to hold our community television access meetings, our programs. What a great job everybody has done here. Before we get started with the actual meeting, I'd like to announce the current members of the board. Myself, Rick Aronofsky, and we have Walter Collings, Vice President, back there. All right. Sandra Curtin, Secretary. Chris Neville, the Treasurer. Joe Balicki. Okay. Chris Cassidy, who's not here this evening. Tommy Pizzera. And Elaine Hoff. All right. Those are the current members of the board. So as you can see, general health of the studio is just tremendous. Okay, you can see the hard work of everybody that's going into finding a new site for the new studio. The old studio served us quite well. For those of us who have been there that many years, Sandra, you know, going in there, all the work that was done in that old studio, despite the water. The no heat at the end. I think we were able to produce community-wide programs that were beneficial to the community, in the church community, for the general population, for the school kids. A lot of you were involved in covering a lot of the school concerts, some of the school sports. So I think that studio served us well. Now this studio, you're going to be able to do so much more with the equipment that we have, the new lighting, the new edit bays. So I think as a resource for Wilmington, it is going to be an active resource for people to use. I know that Donna's got some exciting programs that she probably will want to start up in 2009. So the overall health of the studio and of WCTV is just very, very healthy, and I'm sure we'll be producing a lot of programming in the years to come. Tonight we do have candidates for re-election to the board, and we also have a couple, one that has applied to the board. This year we only have actually one member who term expires, and that's Chris Neville. Okay, so do we have a motion to re-elect Chris Neville to the board of directors? Second? All those in favor? Aye. All right, Chris Neville has been elected to another 2-year term to WCTV. A 6-year term. All right, now on the agenda is the vote to accept the minutes of the annual meeting of 2008. And does everybody have copies of those minutes? All right, so do we have a motion on the floor to accept the minutes of the annual meeting 2008?
Minutes of 2008.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Motion carries. Now, we also had a special meeting in 2008, June 3rd, 2008. It was a special annual membership meeting that we need to vote acceptance of that.
Second.
Second, all those in favor? Say aye. All right, moving right along. I'd like to introduce Chris Neville, who is the current treasurer of WCTV, and he has a few words to say about the studio.
Thank you, Rick, and I want to thank everybody for the overwhelming show of support that enables me to continue on as a member of the Board of Directors. I can't tell you how happy I am. It wasn't easy. I just want to echo some of Rick's words as well. We've had a very, very busy and hectic year here at WCTV, and for anybody that has been in the studio in the past, over at the old Swain building, it's not even comparable to what we have in place over here right now. There's still some work to be done, but as the treasurer of the corporation, I'm very, very happy to say that despite the fact that we've dumped probably over $500,000 into this project, whether it be equipment, upgrading the building, there was probably another $100,000 that was saved through the efforts of the people here at WCTV. Not only you know, and I do think that has to be said. I mean, Donna's worked very, very hard as the executive director. She's made some very good hires in the past year or so. Part-time people that have probably done full-time work for part-time pay. And I especially want to single out Bill Robert, who was the technical guy here. Bill has certainly gone far above what we would have expected any employees here at WCTV to have done. If we had contracted out some of the wiring jobs that Bill did, we probably would have paid $100,000 or more. It wouldn't surprise me at all. So on behalf of the Board of Directors, I will say that WCTV, based on the numbers that I'm looking at tonight, we still have a little bit more in the accounts to pay the help at least through next week or the week after. Things are still looking good. There'll be continued improvements to WCTV. There's still equipment that's being ordered and processed as we speak. So I want to thank you. I encourage all of you who are watching the meeting either at home tonight. I think we're missing out on TMZ and entertainment tonight, at least if you're watching this live. But I encourage you to come down, tour the studio. If you've been kind of an inactive member for a few years now, and I can understand certainly why you would be that way with the condition of the old location, this is something to behold and something you will really enjoy. So come on down, enjoy WCTV, and as I've said in the past, and I know I think I probably mentioned it last year as I was the outgoing president, if you want to see your kids on television, if you want to show school programming, church programming, athletic programming, anything along those lines, you, the people of the community, are what's going to make WCTV successful as far as getting out to the community. So we encourage you to get involved. Come on down. It's something that I think for the amount of money it costs to join WCTV, it's a very wise investment. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Chris. I do want to step back a bit before we go to the Executive Director's report. We do have some unfinished business to do tonight, and one is the acceptance of a resignation of a board member. Vicki Giannakis has resigned as a board member for WCTV, so do I have a motion to accept Vicki's resignation? Second? All those in favor? Okay. And we also have candidates who have applied to be a board member at WCTV. I have one in front of me, and you can look at his application. He is in the audience tonight, and that's Mr. Jim Buckley. So if we want to vote on this tonight, we can do that, or if the board members want to look at Jimmy's application, and then we can vote on it later. What's the consensus? Do we want to vote on this tonight?
I say we vote tonight.
We vote. Is there anybody else in the audience who would like to apply to be a board member? All right, so do I have a motion on the floor to accept Jim Buckley's application for board membership at WCTV.
Motion to accept Jim Buckley's application as a board member of WCTV.
All those, second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Welcome, Jim, to the board of WCTV. All right, how many people know who Ted Turner is? Okay. So, how many people know what Ted Turner's business was prior to owning the Atlanta Braves? He dated Jane Fonda. That was his Time Warner. Okay. He started out as renting billboards, okay, signs. His father actually had billboards, and that's what he used to do. But he also was instrumental in starting a very small cable company, which turned out to be WTBS, TNT, and CNN. All right, Time Warner as well, the merger with Time Warner. Now, it was a long road for him. He really started out very, very small. He started out much like us, okay, where he did buy an abandoned piece of property, okay, that had a lot of land, okay, where he could set up his satellites on the land. But look where he is today with his programming. WTBS, TNT, CNN, very successful type programming. Now, I'm not saying that we have the money to become a Ted Turner, but I think we have the thought, I think we have the drive, and I think we have the know-it-all to do something like Ted and provide excellent programming for the community of Wilmington. So keep that in mind for those producers, those people out in the audience who do want to come in and learn how to produce a program. You certainly can do it with the training that WCTV will provide. So with that in mind, I'd like to introduce Executive Director Donna Gasek with her report.
Thank you, Rick, and welcome everyone. Thank you for coming today. One thing I'd like to say, it's great to hear about Ted Turner. We also have something in our community, in the community of Wilmington, that's really important as far as news goes, if we want to refer to Ted Turner, and that is covering local news. And when people talk about news today, one of the most important things to us and to our hearts is what's going on in our own communities. It's great to keep in touch with what's going on in the national and international levels, but I think people really care so much about what's going on in a local level in the local communities. So hopefully we'll find a lot of people interested in becoming producers and using the resources we have here. This has been a wonderful year for WCTV. As a matter of fact, I think it's our best year ever. We're going to be celebrating our 22nd anniversary in July, and this is the most exciting thing I think that's ever happened to the organization. We're now finally in a facility that we have envisioned for years, and I know there's a lot of people, members of the board, members in the community, who've always looked forward to the time when we would have a television station like this. We have had looked, since I've been director, at dozens of locations throughout the community before we found 10 Waltham Street, where we are today. So in our new facility, we can offer not only the technology, we've had great technology for years, not only the technology, resources, and training, but now you can really work in a comfortable, spacious, professional, state-of-the-art facility. So I think everyone will enjoy it here. We basically doubled our space. We had something like 2,200 square feet in the old facility. We have 5,000 square feet here. We have a beautiful, huge studio here, and we also have a small mini studio, a Studio B, in this facility, so that when people are planning to do a production and they don't have a full crew of 7 to 9 people, they will be able to produce a program in the smaller mini studio with just a few crew people. So there's a lot of opportunities here to produce a show. We identified this location last May and started construction in August. We had a new building committee that was set up that met every week with the architect that we hired, Peter Scott, and the contractors we hired, Claude Duane and Ken Tamaccio from R.C. Griffin. We are and also Cheryl Webb Scott consulted with the design and the colors and everything of the facility, so we're very pleased with how it all turned out. But again, we have the facility now. It's a wonderful, beautiful place, and it happened through the dedication and hard work of the members of the board of directors, the staff, and many of you in the community who've supported WCTV over the years. So we're pleased that we're going to be able to offer our classes again. We'll be conducting tours in a beautiful new place, and we'll be able to give you the tools and the opportunities you need to create your own programs, chronicle your town's history, cover events, and things like that. So I invite everyone to get involved. It's never too late, and now more than ever, it's a great time to join WCTV. Again, when you join, you not only learn about television, but you have the opportunity to work with people from the community to do something really meaningful. You can work with nonprofit organizations to help them communicate their message to the community, to announce their services, all of which you can take advantage of in your own town, and even to produce a television program about a sporting event, a town event, or hobby you have. You can even now, in our new facility, produce your own radio show. So it's really an exciting time to join. And when you join, you learn not only camera skills, but you learn something about planning a project, organizing, being a leader of a group. And again, you communicate an important message to your audience, which is your town. So many people had a lot to do with where we are today and to shape our organization into what it is today. And I want to thank particularly the dedicated board of directors, each and every one of you who worked really hard to make this happen and really supported the organization through quite a bit, through the challenges we had at the old facility and searching for a new facility, going through the process of building a new facility, and now being in a new facility. I thank all of the people who volunteer their time to whatever we need to do, cover events and programs, and particularly so many people that helped when we were moving too, and are continuing to help us set up. We still have a lot of work to do. I want to thank the wonderful staff we have today, a really terrific team of people. And I would like to ask them to come out here as well. Excuse me 1 second. I don't know if Bill will be able to step out here for a moment. If he can have someone take over to direct for just a moment. And then I'd like, okay, good. Manny Crivello, could you come over? I'd like everyone to meet the whole staff. All right. Yeah, you can dance up if you like. Thank you, Manny. Thank you very much. Lisa Capala.
I feel like the president. Thank you.
Thanks, Lisa. Dan Dilworth. Thank you, Dan, for all your good work. All right, and then our glitzy gourmet, Denise Gentili. Who who with the rest of the staff did so much in setting up everything for tonight, the decorations, the food, everything, and wonderful. Okay, and then Tom and Sandra, members of the board, thank you very much for all you did here. Okay, and we also have, let's see, excuse me. I'd like to ask some other volunteers, people who have, again, helped us so much during the move, and once we moved in, had done so much. I'm not sure if he's here. Bob Boyce? Is he here? Okay. Okay, he may be enjoying some of the wonderful food. Okay. Ron Boucheri, is he at? Oh, okay, he's running. Oh, yeah, okay. They're still working. Jim Buckley. He's gonna. Thank you very much.
You don't watch like a boy.
Okay. And then we have Jim Durkee. Thank you very much. Okay, Dick Grinder. Is he here? Okay. He may be enjoying the food too. Paul Hipple. Oh, Paul's on camera. So okay. I'll give that to you after Paul. We have people still working, yeah. Don Laird. Thank you, Don.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Bill McGuire. Hey. Thank you for all your help, Bill. Thank you. And Jim Manuel, he had another meeting tonight, so I will give this to him later. And Dave McMahon, was he able to come? Okay. And Mike Murray. Thank you very much, Mike, for all your help. Okay. And again, there are many people who look out for us all the time, but there's one person who often goes above and beyond, and that's Walter Collings. Unbelievable. So now, I wanted to, well, again, thank you, everyone. I wanted to also ask Bill, I believe Bill wanted to step out here for a few moments to also give some awards. We'll have to find him again.
Ow.
Okay, Bill.
All right, well, awards are forthcoming because it was either print awards or set up cameras. I think I made the right choice. What do you think? So, to all the people that I mentioned, you will be getting your awards. And basically last year, one of the big things for WCTV, as Donna mentioned, was the start of WCTV Cable Radio, which was an audio service that now runs with the bulletin board channel on the public channel, the Channel 9 on Comcast, Channel 37 on Verizon. And we had 7 people, along with myself, that helped start it up this year. And I would like to recognize them. As I mentioned, you'll get your awards later. A couple of them are in the room tonight. Mike Murray, host of Mike's Music Machine. And also the gentleman whose show comes on right before mine. We call it the Blues and Jazz Double Bill. He does blues, I do jazz. Bill McGuire. And one of our other hosts is actually behind camera number 3 right now. Kyle Serino, host of Serino Royale. We have another host behind camera 1, the host of R Squared, Ryan Radio, Meg Ryan. And also some others that couldn't be here tonight that weren't able to make it. Scott Oglesby, the host of Dinosaur Monorail. Also, Joe Fitzgerald from Joe's Weekly Collection. So those are the folks that helped make the first year of WCTV cable radio really great, and it will be coming back soon once we get our brand new radio station up and finished. So thank you, everybody, and once again, thanks for listening.
Okay, thank you, Bill. Again, I want to, oh, yep. Okay.
Sorry, Tori. Tori Mendelson, Lilies and Remains.
Okay, again, I'd like to really thank all of you who have supported us this year and made this possible. And what I'd like to say now is we're going to do a number of tours tonight, but I invite everyone to come in and take a tour of the facility because I think you'll really be impressed. So we really welcome you. Please come over and come and see us. All right, thank you again. I'll bring the podium up there.
Great job by all. I also have a couple of awards that I'd like to give out tonight. And if I can figure out how to open them, I'll be doing okay. So we're going to get Bill Robert back out here. Billy, if you could come on out here, we'll give you this award. Billy's going to lose 10 pounds tonight coming back and forth. So Billy,
Rick,
how are you?
good.
So this award says Bill Robert for outstanding dedication and over-the-top hard work configuring the WCTV Inc. office and studio 2009.
Thank you.
Billy, you've done a yeoman's job, all the wiring and things. Tonight is our very first live program on WCTV 2009.
Inaugural broadcast. Yes, it is. In living color on WCTV.
Congratulations. All right, I'd also like to bring up Walter Collings once again.
Thank you for the correct pronunciation, Mr. President.
Walter Collings for the outstanding ability to identify a need and creatively fill it for WCTV Inc. 2009. Great job. Appreciate all your work.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And last but not least, Donna Gasek, our Executive Director. So Donna's award says for outstanding dedication, achieving a state-of-the-art studio and facility for WCTV Inc. 2009. Donna, it's been a long, long road, correct?
Yeah.
And we appreciate all your hard work and the results of these studios here at WCTV.
Oh, thank you very much.
All right, so with that, I believe we've come to the end of our meeting. Do I have a motion to adjourn the 2009 special meeting? You want to make a motion to adjourn? Second? All those in favor? Aye. Aye, aye, aye. I think Donna has already invited people down. Donna, you probably were going to have an open house sometime in May, is that correct? So those announcements will be on the bulletin board as well as in the newspaper, I'm sure. But if we're open till 9 this evening, Donna? Okay, so if anybody wants to come down to the studio this evening and take a tour, you're more than welcome to it. And have some food. Thank you so much.